Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go over the different types of looms that are on the market today. I'm going to split this up into different sections. We're going to be going over the Cindywood looms. We're going to be going over KB looms and cottage looms. So, stay tuned. Okay guys, are you ready to learn about cottage looms? Hi guys, welcome back. In this episode, we are going to go over just a few of the looms that I have from Cottage Looms. Cottage Looms can be found on Etsy. They are a small business out of Georgia, and they handcraft their looms. The majority of their looms are made out of wood, and their pegs are the cotter pegs. The gauge on these is the same as your distance from your center of your peg to the peg adjacent to it. This particular one is a fine gauge loom, and that is just how they market their looms. I have their card here, so I will show you it in case you are interested in getting in touch with them. Again, like I said, they do have an Etsy shop. I believe at the time of this recording, they are doing maintenance on their machines, but should be open very soon. I have been in contact with the owner, and she has told me they do not have an ETA as of yet, but are doing, they've got to do yearly maintenance on their machines in order to keep producing their very well-made products. So this particular loom and all the looms that I'm going to show you from Cottage Looms that I have personally are a rake type of loom, which means that you can either do one flat panel or you can work across and make a double knit type of fabric. On this particular loom, you could do a scarf. You could do panels for an afghan. You can do wall hangings. It's endless on what you can actually do. You just cannot connect these in the round because that would be too much of a gap here on each side. The next one that I have from them is also a fine gauge, but this one is just a little bit longer. And I'm not going to be able to get it all in the screen, but I just want to kind of give you an idea. This particular loom has 100 pegs on it. And the reason why I have this marked off with the painter's tape is so that I know for the particular project that I was working on at the time with this, every 10 pegs, so that I could count my graph out. And with this particular loom, I did a double knit, which means I worked on both sides. The color on this side was different than the color on that side. Really enjoy these looms. I did not honestly think that I was going to be a fan of the cotter pegs when I first got this loom, but I am. It's a very nice peg option, and the yarn just slips right over to create your stitch. The next one that I have from them is a custom made, and this one is also a fine gauge. It is the same concept of the one that I just showed you. The only difference is this one has 130 pegs on each rail. And when I mean about rail is this is a rail and this is a rail. All of their looms, the rake style looms, come with your wing nut and a screw. And if you can see right here in between, Let me grab this other loom. It'll be a little bit easier for you to see what I'm talking about. There we go. All of their looms come with spacers, okay? They come with more than is actually in the loom, and all that means is that spacer is going to keep more space in between the looms. So if you wanted it to be a little bit thicker, then you would add more spacers. Now, the more spacers, or even lesser spacers, is going to determine how close or far apart these two rails are to each other. That is also going to determine how thick your actual fabric is going to be. The closer together they are, the tighter knit they're going to be, and the further apart, the looser they're going to be. So, these are a few of the cottage looms that are on the market. They do sock looms. They do these rakes. They also do the weaving type looms for dishcloths and pot holders. So check them out on Etsy. Again, this is Cottage Looms. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video on cottage looms, the ones that I particularly have. And until next time, guys, happy looming. Bye.